Hi, everyone. It's time to talk about AI. What if AI takes command? Is it a technological opportunity or turbulences ahead? So AI is transforming aviation at an unprecedented speed, but are we ready for the challenges that comes with this technical revolution? Today we have Catherine Gestin, Executive Vice President Digital at Airbus, and she will share how AI is already delivering concrete results. So let's ask Catherine with, is AI new? It's
No.
everywhere, but is it new?
No, it's not really new at Airbus. So we started with AI almost 30 years ago, so in the 90s. And the first application was in the satellite imagery domain, where we were using AI in the recognition and the analysis of the data. So it's something that is quite a long time that we are in AI in Airbus.
It's been there. It feels like the 90s were yesterday, but it's been there for almost 35 years, 30 years?
Almost.
So what are the concrete applications of AI?
Okay.
What do we do with that?
Okay, today, basically, we can group in three different categories. First category is AI for the products. So again, satellite imagery, but we also have AI, for example, for the automatic refueling of combat aircraft with the MRTT. So we have AI today in the product. We have AI in services. In particular, on our platform called Skywise, where we do predictive maintenance. And some of our customers we have are using the algorithm of the platform to predict anomalies and dysfunctioning of the aircraft. So that's the second type of utilization. And then we have AI in many of our functions, and that's what is really new with since 2 to 3 years. Before, AI was more something between the engineering group and the digital group. Now it's in all and every function. So we have AI in HR for job recognition, we have AI in finance, we have AI in procurement, in production, in engineering, so everywhere in the company. There is not one single function today in Airbus that is not having project of implementing AI in their function.
So we have AI everywhere. Can you give us concrete examples of opportunity? Let's start with the positive, So what kind of opportunity could AI give you that it wasn't giving you before?
So what we have demonstrated already today for companies, so if I come back to Skywise, we have estimated that the savings for the companies is around, all the companies, is around $200 million a year. And for one of them, I will not give the name, but one of the airlines has recognized that on a yearly basis, the use of Skywise is saving them around $20 million of savings. We have another example where we have implemented AI for optimization of inventory. In 2024, it created 156 million euros of savings for us. We have another one, which is an assistant for the procurement teams, where the savings are around 10 million a year. The first Gen AI tool that has been implemented in November, we know, which is called the Smart Engineering Assistant, really helping our technical teams to answer the technical requests from our customers. And we estimate that in terms of productivity, the savings will be around 8 million a year. So we have significant savings associated to AI. Not all the use cases are working, so we are not better than any others. So we also have big failure, but we have also extremely positive use cases of AI.
So those are examples of financial gains. Do you have any other concrete examples of opportunities with AI?
There are other opportunities in terms of quality. So where we can, thanks to AI, we can easily understand what are the quality issues that we are encountering in the production and avoid the reoccurrence. We are applying also, obviously, AI for increasing the safety. In particular, in the military area, we have started to onboard AI in the cockpit to support the pilots and remove part of the workload that they have to do, so they can focus on other part of the mission. So that's a kind of and we expect that tomorrow we will also have AI in also supporting the safety of commercial aircraft.
So we've seen the opportunities of AI. How do you do to make sure there are no turbulences, as the title says? What are your principles for developing reliable, it's really difficult, reliable AI?
Yes, and especially for aerospace industry, we need to have secure, reliable, and explainable AI. So that will be the crucial point for our industry, and that's the work that we have started to do with EASA to really make sure that any AI that is embedded in the product is explainable, and that there is obviously no hallucination from the algorithm, and make sure that we have safety. So the way we have handled it in Airbus is from the beginning we have created a trustworthy AI committee, where we have representative from HR, we have representative from legal, we have representative from engineering, from digital, from all the function of the company. And all the use cases are screened. They have to go through a quick questionnaire to understand, according to the AI Act, if they are low risk, medium risk, high risk use cases. And for all the high-risk use cases, the trustworthy committee will implement the mitigation principles. We have also implemented an AI policy for the company, so to make sure, again, that we do things securely, that it's ethics, that it is also oriented to help the human and not to replace. So all these principles have been embedded in the AI policy.
Yeah, you have 6 pillars, right,
Six
for
pillars,
AI,
yep.
which are secure, robust, compliant, sustainable, competitive, and user-centered.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're doing a massive investment for AI.
We do.
People and money-wise.
Yeah, roughly we invest around 50 million a year in AI. 1/3 is for AI for the company, so really for all the business functions. 2/3 is for the product. And again, we are investing a lot in satellite imagery. So we have partnership with Mistral and a lot of companies to improve our algorithm and to go one step beyond, to continuously improve the quality of the services that we are providing through the images. We are working with other startups also on embedded AI for helicopters, for military aircraft, for civil aircraft. So it's roughly 50 million a year. To be honest, it's growing, so I expect it to be a little bit higher next year.
It's a lot of people as well. It's 240 AI experts and 200 data scientists.
Yeah. We have
working on that.
roughly we have 250 experts in AI. So they are in the 3 divisions. So it's not a one team. So it's more community, because we think that we need to have AI very close to the users and to the functions. So we are handling it the same way we have handled data. So we are training people in the functions to be able to identify what are the use cases, we train them on the technology, we train them on the pods and so on, so they can develop, and then we have a small group of experts who can really focus when there is a specific issue to be solved, or if there is a specific concern or challenge that the team is facing. But the idea is really that each and every business function is getting the ownership of the usage that they do from AI, from a financial perspective, so how much does it cost? From a sustainability perspective, so we give them how many CO2 they have emitted and what is their consumption and their impact on the environment. That's where we try also to educate all the users and all the function in Airbus.
You have 150 AI projects, right, that you are prioritizing by function. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes. So basically, we have a bottom-up and a top-down approach. So all the business function are identifying the use cases, and they are bringing them to the committee I was talking about. And then we have a top-down approach, which is where we select the most interesting topic, the most promising one, where we will invest a little bit more. So typically this year we have identified 15 projects among the 150. Doesn't mean that the 140 others do not progress, but the focus of the team is more on the 15. Mainly in 3 domains. Production is one. So how do we reduce the number of missing parts? How do we reduce the outstanding work? How do we reduce the non-conformities in production? We have engineering, where the work is really on how do we use AI to generate more options in the design and eliminate them through simulation more quickly than we used to do in the past, but with today the opportunity to scan much more design options than we used to have in the past. And the third area is in customer services, and more particularly on technical data generation. So how do we produce the maintenance manual, pilot manual, etc., all the documentation related to the aircraft more quickly, and with a higher level of quality. And that's one of the partnerships we also have with Mistral on this one, which is very, very promising and could generate. Here we are talking about use cases where these 15 use cases, the potential for savings is above 100 million for the company.
So that seems very promising and exciting. And since it's a Le Futur Vu Par session, so let's look at the future. If you dream a bit, what tomorrow's aviation will look like with AI?
So first, I actually believe that it will be in the product, including the civil aircraft. So if we think 5-10 years from now, again, it will request and require strong collaboration with EASA to make sure again that everything is explainable, and but this will be definitely helpful for the pilots to have additional information. We see already, for example, experiments in computer vision, providing them additional information when they are landing, for example, to help landing in difficult conditions. We see, so my view is that it will be almost everywhere in the product. It will be everywhere in the factories. Be it for identification of the non-conformity and quality issues. We will see it also for the safety of the employees and avoiding hazards happening in the factories. We will see it in design. I've mentioned already that we are experimenting a lot simulations I see that growing and growing in the future, and it will be everywhere in the companies. So you will all have your own AI assistant that will do part of the work, and will really you will really ask and use it as a right arm to help you do tasks, to help you find information, consolidate information, generate scenarios, options that then you will make the decision on. But my view is that For people working in AI, I think there is a bright future.
Yeah, there's a bright future.
And maybe for all the employees, I think it's, and that's one of the work we do also with, through the GFAS, is to also make sure that all the employees really start to get interested in AI, try to look at what it is capable of, how it can help, because tomorrow it will be everywhere. So AI will not take your job, but somebody knowing AI will take it. So if you want to be still in the race tomorrow, you will have to really make AI one of your best friends and be comfortable with it and use it. The very interesting thing in Airbus this year was we have a platform of e-learning as many companies. Since the beginning, in 4 months, since the beginning of the year, we had 46,000 employees out of the 156 who have taken at least one AI course on that platform. And we have started to deploy Gemini from Google. Same thing in the first 8 weeks it was available. We had half of the employees who have at least started to use it once in 8 weeks. So there is an appetite, and I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more reluctance, resistance, and I was very, very positively surprised by the appetite that the employees are having for this technology and really starting their journey to get the use of it.
So take-home message: start using AI right now.
Yes, exactly. And it's easy. You can. I was talking about the partnership we have with Mistral. You can download Lusha. It's for free. And start to use it. If you have Gemini on your mobile, there is also a free version of it. So you can download this type of application and really start to use it. It's interesting. And it's demystifying a little bit AI also for the future.
I think it was a good quote. AI is not going to take your job, but someone that knows AI will. I think it's a good takeaway message. Thank you very much, Catherine. I think we have time for a question. Yeah. So if you have a question, just... Oh, yeah. Coming to you.
Thank you. So, Catherine, what do you personally find most complex or most challenging to run in that transformation? You mentioned a lot of things, but what do you find yourself most challenging? I guess there may be many topics, but what would be the one you find most complex to manage? Thanks.
No, for me, the most critical topic is the data and the quality of the data. So, because you can build whatever algorithm you want, if you don't feed it with the right data and if you don't have access to the data, basically it's not worth it. And in a lot of large companies, what is difficult is that the data are siloed. They are in different applications, so the quality is not always there. So the first work that you need to do is really to work on building a lake where you can gather your data, when you can make sure that the quality of the data has been verified, so you can then train your algorithm or develop your algorithm on a solid basis. For me, that's the biggest challenge we have.
Thank you. We have time for one more question. Yeah.
Hello, Catherine. My name is Meetal. AI is definitely very useful, but it also comes with its harmful effects. You are leading such a large organization, and are there any advices that you want to give to the new generation to be aware of what bad can AI bring, so that they are cautious and AI is not clouding the reality for them? Thank you.
That's a very good point, and was one of the elements that we have highlighted with one of my colleagues from Thales when we were meeting with the Parliament. I think there is education will be key, and we need to educate kids very early. I was in China 3 weeks ago. I had the opportunity to meet with their data bureau, and they have a very, very systematic way of addressing the education. So they have started to educate kids in the elementary school, starting from 6 years old. So, and 5 years ago, they were starting with the college, so 11 years old. So, and I think that if we want really to use data and to use AI the right way, again, in an ethical way, in a responsible way, also from an energy perspective and so on, we need to educate the young generation, and we need to start now. So it's and I don't see that, to be honest. I don't see that happening in Europe. In France, not happening. Germany, not happening. Spain, not happening. So that's I think a key message, that if you have kids, make sure that they start to get. They put their hand on AI today, and that they also have a brain, and that they need to use their brain to challenge the AI, and not the other way around. so that's super important for the way the use and the way we will be using AI in the future, and make sure that at the end the human is still the one making the decision.
Thank you. We have time. Yeah.
One more?
Yes.
Thanks for a really interesting talk. My name's Joseph from Professional Engineering Magazine, and actually my question relates to what you were just talking about. It's just expanding on it a little bit. As your engineers become trained up in AI and start using it much more frequently, is there a risk that some of the traditional engineering skills that they have, conventionally learned, is there a risk that some of that could fall by the wayside and some of the younger generation become too reliant on it?
Yes, it's true. Again, it will be a question of balance, and in particular, we also need to capture the knowledge, and you can also use AI to build that knowledge. So it goes both directions. There is one risk that, yes, because people will become lazy and basically stop to use their brain and rely on the machine. But it's also a way you can use to build knowledge. Typically, we have one of the challenge we are facing today in my department is what do we do with our mainframe solutions? So we still have 40 mainframe applications. We have absolutely nobody anymore capable to, except maybe myself, to code in COBOL. But thanks to AI, we have been able to rebuild completely the documentation of our application. What is the functional logic behind? What are the algorithms? And now we have the documentation, so which help us to migrate to the next generation. So we have rebuilt inside my teams the knowledge that we lost because the people who had coded this application were retired 10 or 15 years ago. So it goes both ways from my point of view.
Yeah.
But I agree, it's a real risk. So that's why I'm saying we need to have to train the kids now, so they know how to use it, and that their usage is a combination of their brain and AI, not just AI. And you can very easily detect if a document has been only AI generated with no brain in it, you will detect it very easily. So not a problem, my view.
We have time for more questions if you have any. Anyone? No? Yeah, one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Benjamin from Corbeau Blanc. We build the using 4.0 with Dassault Aviation. I have a question from Airbus. Where do you see the biggest resistance to implement the AI from your point of view?
I was surprised not to have more resistance. To be honest, when we were introducing AI, we still have a little bit of fear of people to lose their job, but less and less. Again, a lot of them have just made training and understood a little bit better how it will work. They also see the use cases that we have, and they see that AI is more an assistant to the human than a replacement to the human. So I do not see a lot of resistance at the moment. Maybe it will come in the future, but at the moment we don't have a lot. I think, again, the challenge for us will be really the access to the data, and then it will be the certification of the algorithm for the product. Because here you cannot just be a probabilist, so you need to be determinist. So it means that generative AI in the cockpit, forget about it. It will not work. So we will have really to work very, very hard with the authorities, and in particular EASA, to make sure that what we develop, again, is safe, is secure, and is improving the safety of the aircraft.
Thank you. That's it. So thank you very much, Catherine, for
Thank
this
you very much.
amazing discussion.
Thank you. Thank you very much.